Alright, that's it. Project GTI. No more of that crap over there. First things first, put some blind spots on these mirrors. I'm just kidding. This is not a project. This is just daily. Believe me, I am not dumping money into this thing just for right now so I can get it comfortable for the summer and whatnot and road trips. But I'm going to take a break. No, that annoys me. I took off the leather off the old wheel. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, but we'll see. Some new fog lights. I already did one side. Here's the old one I had. They burnt out for some reason. Plus they weren't the color or the brightness I wanted, so I got these. I know it was daytime, not ideal to check them out, but I'll wait till tonight, but I know it's going to be a big improvement. Go ahead, twist that off. You're going to see these little metal tabs. You go ahead and push them out. It's like a clip. The other side might be kind of tough. There you go. You lift that up, then you free the fog light. And then there's this little connector, you just pull it out, but I can't do it one-handed. Go ahead and get the new one, doesn't matter which way you put it in. Just line it up with those round circle things. Bring the metal clip down. Again, this is kind of tough to do it one-handed. There's one side, other side. Then you just connect it to that. Once it's on, go ahead and close it up. Tighten that pretty good. And can you see on camera? Where's it at? This connector right here. Make sure that's in all the way. That way your fog lights and blinkers work. And that's it. Fob 1, which is the original. Alright, that's done. This is one from a CTS second generation. It says number 2 on top. Put it in there. 3. Cool. Forgot to press the unlock button twice. And this is a cheap one I got off Amazon, but it should still register. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so I got 3 modes for the car. This is a real carbon fiber case or cover for the fob here. It's in good condition on the front, however on the back there's a crack. That happened when I was opening it up to replace the old battery that it came with, and yeah, unfortunately it did crack a little bit. I mean, it's still functional, but that's pretty ugly. I'll buy a new shell for this on eBay or something. Obviously keep the front, nothing wrong with the front whatsoever with the buttons or the finish on the front. I'll just replace just the back cover, and then this can just pop right off. It's glued on really, just pop it off and put it on the new cover. And yeah, so this feels nice. Nice. That looks badass. Check this out, man. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, look, that's so nice. Okay, I gave it a little bit of weight. It feels really nice. Doesn't feel like that cheap, clacky feel no more. That's if you happen to have this remote. Feels good, smooth, glossy, shiny. Wow, makes the logo stand out a lot more. I got this on eBay for like 40 bucks. There's also a red carbon fiber. I was gonna get that, but I'm like, nah, I'll just get a regular, and it looks really nice. Wow, that's my second keys of here. I'm still getting that going. Here's my main set, original fob with the new shell on it, painted it white. That's not holding out too well, but it's all right. Ugh. But man, this, whew, that is so cool. So ever since I got the cats removed, I installed spacers for the downstream O2 sensors, and it worked for a little while. Then I got an engine light, and I just never bothered to fix it. And after some studying and actually learning what the codes meant, one O2 sensor has no data. It's not working. I don't know if it's disconnected or what, so I never really bothered to go down there until today. Here are a pair of brand new O2 sensors, downstream ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace obviously both sides, make sure everything's nice and good, and hopefully that engine light turns off and the car runs better and maybe save more on gas. I don't know. All right. As you can see, I have the same upstream O2 sensor there. Those are fine on both sides. Then it just pipe. There's no cat, obviously. Then there's the little defouler or spacer for the downstream O2 sensors. For the codes I've got, it's only for the driver's side, this one right here, not for the passenger. I got no codes from that one. So, I mean, might as well replace both. I was supposed to anyway, but I got this loose. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it, pull it out, and go ahead and put the new one in. It's pretty simple. I just the tight squeeze in here because I don't have a good jack at the moment, but we're good. All right, they're both in. This is the moment of truth. Still got that engine light. I'm gonna go ahead and scan it real quick. Okay, so the next plan is to put this defouler on. It's a 90-degree bent spacer. It's pretty much, it goes on to the existing spacer because it's not far enough from the exhaust. That's why I'm getting that code still. So with this, it'll bring it up a little bit and pull it back. So that way it's just enough space, hopefully, for the O2 sensor not to trip out and be like, hey man, your car is running like crap. So hopefully no engine light after this. Okay, so it's on the driver's side, right? But I just found this out. On the right side, there's a different defouler used compared to the driver's side. The driver's side, it was just this little, you see it right there, that little silver piece. And of course, with that new brass top I put on it. So that's good. But here, as you can see, it's much longer and it's already bent. So it doesn't make sense to extend it even further with that one, and it's going to bend. So I'm going to just put it back on normally, and hopefully that turns the code off. Because if you look at them side by side, they're going to be about the same length. And the code doesn't specify, oh, which side it's pertaining to. So I'm thinking it was just from the driver's side for being too short. So I'm going to just, again, play it safe, put it back on here on the same defouler. Do not put that on. Start the car, drive it around, and see what happens. My good luck charm. I'm a big Pokemon fan. That's my favorite right there. Yeah. I had this dash cover ever since I really got the car. It's like one of the very first things I bought for it, but I don't really care for it no more. Plus, it's all kind of retarded, and there's that going on. Take it off. Ooh, what's going on over here? Damn. Alright, let's see. It's suede, matches the steering wheel, shift knob, and the seats now, even though those are Alcantara, but it's still suede. Looks pretty good. When I first got the car, I had a theft issue because of the hood not closing all the way, so that triggered the whole thing, and the remote start wouldn't work at the time. Then, once I got the new hood, I already have a new exhaust on it, and I had no cats. There's an engine light there. So if you didn't know, if you have a check engine light on your STS or whatever, your remote start won't work. So I never knew how it is to have a remote start, even though I had that functionality. So with the now off, I guess you press the lock button once, then you hold the thing for like a few seconds, Okay, that was my first time doing that. That's really cool. This fob set does not have the key. This one does for now. I'm assuming it's locked. Let's try it out. Oh wait, no, it doesn't open. Duh. Well, yeah, it's locked. So I guess you just open it. All right. Okay, AC's on. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, yes, no engine light. It runs good. I was driving it up and down. I sent it a few times, revved it, whatever. Runs good. Let's see if it stays like that. Well, fellas, I think it's time. Did you hear that? But get this, I'm hearing that, but the car doesn't sound any different from the exhaust. It's not vibrating, it's not shaking. And it drove fine yesterday when I went to, you know, kind of like driving around the neighborhood. Yeah, I even floored it and it was good. No engine light, it was running as if nothing was wrong. So, I want to say that it's a timing chain. I mean, there's no other way something else is right. That's a rattle, nothing's... Wow, okay, that is very, very concerning. The O2 sensor was loose. It was really like, it was all over the place. I got underneath because the car threw a code again. It said, oh, it's running lean. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me just drill the hole bigger on the spacer. And to my surprise, the whole thing was loose. I'm like, oh, that's why it was rattling. So it's nice and tight. The spacer has a slightly bigger hole in it now, so everything's good. That was a relief. Got a new door lock indicator. I accidentally ripped the old one when I was doing the door and stuff, so I'll just plug it in and zip tie it like the driver's side, and both of them will work again at night. It looks pretty cool too. $150,000. That is pretty sad, but it's all good because starting today, the old girl is gonna start resting. Alrighty, so I got myself a 92,000 mile 2009 Volkswagen Golf GTI 6-speed automatic. Okay, it's red. I know, another red car. It's in very good condition, fairly, you know, it has its little used marks and stuff and whatnot, but it runs really good. The Carfax from the dealer, very impressive history report. It runs good. Okay, she definitely pushes, let me tell you. Came in an air filter with these ridiculous 8 screws for the air filter box. That's cool, and it's missing this little air duct cover. That's coming tomorrow. Ew. Alright, so the rear sway bar is now red. You do not have to drop the exhaust to take it out. All you got to do, if you're gonna, you know, replace the bushings or whatnot, yeah, just take the bracket off and the bushings off, then just shimmy the bar out. You'll probably bang it a few times, but you'll be fine. I put new end links here, so there's that one right there. Go on the other side. Got that new jack. So pretty cool. And also along with new bushings, of course. The old ones were kind of stretched out and, you know, old. Made these look nice again. I know 2 of these bolts were loose, so yeah, the rear wasn't feeling that good. And I'll do the front next week or 2. Hopefully it's a little easier because, you know, in the back it's kind of like tight back here, but it's fine. You can barely see it. Go on this side. Looks really good. End links are on. New bushings are on. Looks really clean. I like it. Here's the FYI. This is a 17mm Swaybar, I believe there's a 22. There's only 2 of these, and yeah, the bushing looks like it fits. But yeah, hopefully this will improve the ride quality. I know the rear felt like crap for the longest, so I'm expecting at least some sort of improvement. And later I'll do the front. Hopefully that doesn't give me any issues, but right on. Bummer. That's all right. That's not gonna stop me. So a little while back ago, I made a video about, you know, the custom steering wheel with the quick release and all that stuff, and it's gonna happen. The thing is, I have to do something a little different. So with that new custom steering wheel, right, it uses the original core from the original wheel. So like, you know, it goes onto the steering column with that single nut, and there you go. Well, that's not possible with the quick release because of course, the holes here, the 6 holes. This is a NRG horn ring or something like that. It's the 6x70mm bolt pattern. So what I bought this for, it was cheap, like 10 bucks. I'm gonna use this to line up where the holes I had to drill through in order to, you know, put the screws that go into the quick release hub, that, you know, whatever. So 5 of the 6 screws are possible, right? The thing is, with this bottom one, there's this. So I had to close that up along with these 2 little holes, because why not? I'm gonna use JB Weld to my best ability. I'll try my best to do it the right way, and then once that's all cured and dried and all that stuff, go ahead and drill that hole. And once that is done, then go ahead and get the screws. Hopefully they're long enough. If not, I could probably get longer ones and get that quick release hub, mount it on, and go from there. So yeah, this will be the test dummy, just to try it out before I actually work on the other wheel. But it's gonna happen, fellas. This is the most retarded bulb assembly I've ever seen on any car. Like, what the hell is this? Volkswagen just thought it was cute. Like, oh yeah, I know the side markers and other bulbs, you just, you know, it's your typical pull out and push it in. But this one is like, nah, we're gonna do something weird, and I don't know what the heck. So here's an LED upgrade bulb. It fits, it goes on, but there's no connector, right? And I guess in theory, and by the looks of it, you just push it back in and it should turn on. Nope. And I thought I did something wrong, so I put the old bulb back on, and again, it won't turn on either side. So maybe something got screwed up in those metal things. That's really trash if I did mess it up, because yeah, that's really trash. That car is so easy to work on with the bulbs, but this one's like, nah, it's retarded. So I got new fog grill, lower grill, and a badgeless grill in the front. I'm gonna get the emblem, GTI emblem eventually, but oh, and to fill up that little notch there, as you can see. Here's the old one. Trash. I'm gonna pimp temporarily, but yeah, got those little angry headlight things. Car's nice and clean. You know, I don't want to do too much to it, but just make it the best daily that I possibly can, and return to work on that. I ordered front sway bar end links and bushings, so hopefully I can be able to do that myself. Can barely walk right now, but yeah, no more of this. Cool. Well, it's not car related, but let's see what this is. What is this? Wow, Mountain Dew Typhoon? Thanks, Mountain Dew. Best 20 bucks ever for 6 cans of soda. LED lights for the license plate. Right on. Go ahead and put that away. Alrighty, so time to do the front side. I got the new end links for the front. As you can see, it has like a little Zerk fitting that you put on there. There they are right there. You put them on, put some grease in them for the little thing here. Comes with these little covers, not sure if you need them, but yeah, here's the bushings. And for the sway bar bracket bolts, I put some of this stuff on there because it's pretty tight compared to the rear. So let that soak, and then first thing in the morning, work on that. Boy, tell you what, taking that off is not fun. Okay, so on the passenger side, you got a little bit of room. I used the penetrating fluid and the breaker bar. Took my air tube off, moved this out of the way. As you can see, I had to zip tie the radiator hose up for the driver's side, as you can see. So yeah, that was pretty tough. A little bit of room. I'm doing it from up here. I think that's the best way. I'm not using any power tools, just simply a socket and a breaker bar. And for this side, it was pretty damn tough. So that bolt is the hardest because there's so little room, but I got it loose. And for that side, you have to pull a clip out right here. That clip, you got to pull it out. I don't know what those are. I don't know if that's for the radiator or what. But you just grab all three, yank it, it'll clip out, and it'll give you that enough room for that bolt right there. But yeah, I'm gonna loosen the, take this bolt off, take the bracket off. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and do the end links and bushings. Yeah, that's the tough part. Nice and bright. Looks good. Sway bar is now painted red. It was kind of tricky how to pull it out. So you wiggle it out from the driver's side, obviously with the bracket and bushings off and everything, right? So just wiggle it out. You're gonna bang it a couple times, kind of like how the rear was. But yeah, I got the new end links on. They're ready to go. Just waiting for that sway bar. Put it back on. Put everything else on, and grease them up at the end, as you can see with these little fittings. And once these bad boys are greased, everything's nice and tight and good to go. It should feel nice. All right, sway bar is in there, looking good. I didn't bang it up that much. This is black. It was like a cast iron, similar to the intake manifold. The bottom bracket for the bushing is red. That way it'll be like a black and red combo going on. That's all greased up, ready to go. Well, I wish the paint wasn't that bad. I had to bang it a few times to get stuff going. But everything's on, nice and tight. I got to go to my mechanic to grease up the end links because I don't have a grease gun. But everything went smoothly for the most part. Just putting on that sway bar bracket and everything, it sucked booty because there is limited space, especially on that side. Sweet Jesus. And I don't have any I don't have the right tools for that, so I made it work somehow. But nonetheless, it is on, ready to rock.